How do they know if they need a lawyer or not?
Like I said before, if you have been arrested, if the state or the government wants to take away your freedom or restrict it in any way, you should have somebody standing by your side who knows the system, who understands the system, and who can navigate the system for you. And let's be honest, the police, the government, they're going to have a lawyer for them, right? The prosecutor is an attorney, and you should have one too.
So, say I'm interested in going to get a lawyer. How would you recommend they go about finding one?
Well, that is a really, really tough thing for you to do, especially if you don't know any lawyers. I mean, the best way to find an attorney is really through referral, right? If you know somebody who is an attorney, contacting that lawyer and trying to get a referral, or if you know somebody who's used a lawyer before, if they were happy with that lawyer, that's a good start. But sometimes the problem is you don't know somebody who knows a lawyer. You don't know an attorney yourself, and that makes the process a lot more difficult because honestly, when you see us online or wherever, we all look the same, right? And so that's a really, really tough thing. In the state of Florida, I would start, if you don't know a lawyer, I would start with board certification. Board certification is something that is offered by the Florida Bar to lawyers who specialize in particular areas of law. And it requires certain minimum competency. So it requires things like you have to have at least 5 years of practice in that area of law. You have to pass a pretty complicated and comprehensive exam that is separate and apart from the bar exam that all lawyers have to take. And there's also a very extensive peer review process. So other lawyers and judges who you've dealt with in your career have to say nice things about you in order for the Florida Bar to approve you for board certification. So generally speaking, if you don't know who you're talking to, starting with a lawyer who's board certified is probably a good idea. The other thing is when you want to meet with the lawyer and you want to sit down with them and talk to them. And most lawyers are going to offer you a free consultation, maybe 30 minutes or an hour. And they'll sit down and talk to you, and you need to be comfortable with that attorney. Because here's the real key. When you hire an attorney, you're hiring that attorney for their advice. And if you're not comfortable with that lawyer and you ultimately don't trust that lawyer, then you are unlikely to follow his or her advice. And if that is the case, then you have completely wasted your money. So you need to sit down with them, you need to talk to them, and you need to be comfortable with them. If you're not, don't hire them.